that.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Karine. The president you alluded to is speaking about abortion at the event tonight in Virginia. He has often said he would like Congress to codify Roe. Are there talks between the White House and legislators in Congress about doing that? I know they don't have the votes for it, but is there a effort right now to prepare for that underway?
So I can't speak of a conversation specifically on that we've had with legislators. We talk to legislators on an array of issues and certainly different agendas. I know that legislators in Congress have tried to introduce pieces of legislation to codify, to do just that, to codify Roe. And so, look, here's where we are. Majority of Americans want to make sure that their rights are protected, that their freedoms are protected. That's where majority of Americans are. They want to make sure that women have the right, the ability to make decisions on their reproductive health care. That is something that we know. And Republicans do not stand with majority of Americans. You have about, I believe, 3 national bans that were introduced by congressional Republicans. And so that is a problem. And so we have to be very clear. This is why the president, the vice president, and his entire administration is going to continue to speak loud and clear and stand on the side of majority of Americans. And so until we have Republicans that are willing to stand with majority of Americans on this and do something and make sure that our freedoms and rights, women's freedoms and rights are protected, then we're not going to be able to make this happen. But it doesn't mean that the president's not going to continue to call on that. And so that's what we want to see. In order to truly deal with this issue, we have to see legislation in Congress, and that is just the facts.
And is that the message that he wants to get across tonight? And apropos tonight, is there a reason that this rally or this event was scheduled on the same day as the New Hampshire primary? Where
I would refer you to the scheduling of this political rally to the campaign, so I'm not going to speak to that, and I'm not going to get ahead of what the president's going to say. You'll hear from him directly tonight. But look, you heard from the president yesterday during his task force, his 4th task force on this particular issue, reproductive health care. Yesterday he spoke to the importance of making sure that we stand with majority of Americans. You saw the vice president in Wisconsin speaking to the issue. We were very clear on where this administration stands. We stand with majority of Americans on this.